Hello and welcome back. I'm Jennifer Mata-McMahon. I had shared in my last life chat video my life updates, that we moved. And one of the things I want to do is to record a video of a tour of the new house. And that's not gonna be possible soon because we're not done. And I really wanted it to be done so that I could show you what it looks like. Well, that's not going to happen for a little while, but I thought that a good idea would be to show you the rooms that are done, because we do have a few rooms that are done, or at least very close to being done. There's a couple things maybe left to do, but other than that, they're pretty much done. So today I'm going to start by showing you the first room that is done, which is the den. The den is in the basement downstairs. It is our TV room. It is Mike's man cave room. It's where the bar is, and it has an outlet to what I call the green room. It's not a green room. But I call it a green room because it's sort of like a greenhouse. It's where we have our plants that are recovering from the move from Chicago. They're a little bit in shock. And it's a back porch that has a screen. So it's a screened-in porch, but when the wind blows and it's raining, it gets wet. So the plants are doing great in there because they get a lot of fresh air, they get natural temperature and some water when it rains. But it's a room that I want to make it to be functional, so to use it for something, but it's the one that's next to the den. So what you'll see there is sort of that area. In any case, let me show you what this den, TV room, family room, man cave looks like. I've been promising this new house tour video for a while now. Excuse my hair. I feel like my hair is all out of sorts. I just washed it and it's wet. Anyway, I've been promising this tour of the new house and the new space, and it's not ready. It's not ready to give you the full tour, but I figured I could start doing the tour showing you one room at a time, one section at a time, the ones that are done, because there are some rooms that are finished that I could easily share. So that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to share with you the den, which is the first room of the house that was done. I think it was to entice Mike, because this is Mike's space. So let me show you. Okay, so that is the side door, and once you come in the side door, you can come down these stairs and into the den area, which is what I'm showing you today. This is the only room that is completely done right now, and I figured if I show you the tour room by room, space by space, that would be useful. At least we don't have to wait until everything is completely done. So yeah, so this is the den. You come in this door, and this area right here is the bar area. So this bar was one that I purchased this actually when I lived in New York. I think it was a gift from my dad, and it came with me to Chicago, and it was in the townhome, and now it's here. And it houses bottles of wine, which we need to replenish because there's not a lot. That's red wine. And then some glasses When I show you upstairs, the rest of the wine glasses are in a new cabinet that I have upstairs in the living room. And then some wine openers and wine holders, and then other, bar related things in this drawer that have been there, that have lived there for quite a while. This is something new that I bought for Mike. These are old patents of the whiskey process. So people over time invented different ways to distill whiskey, and they patented them. And I got these from Amazon, and each of them has the process that was invented and patented in the year. So they go from 1880, if you can see that, that's the one that is the oldest one, to then, what is that, 1909? I can barely see from here. And then we have 1936 there, and then down here we have another 1936, but this is May, and then we have 1942, and the last one is 1968. And they all have like different steps of the whiskey distilling process. So I got those for Mike, and I as I said, I got the prints from Amazon, I think, and then the frames are from IKEA. And I set them up and hung them for him, and when he came back, it was all set. This over here is the wet bar area, and this little wine fridge has actually some of the white wine that we have, or I guess all of the white wine that we have is in there. And it keeps it chilled, ready to be drunk, but we don't drink wine that much. We don't drink that much, period. Well, I don't drink that much, period. Michael drinks, but this is more his preferred kinds of drinks. So got all the hard liquor there, and this little wash area. We use that pitcher that's from IKEA to water the plants, and then I used to use it as a vase as well, but and I could continue using it that way, but right now it's just to water the plants. And then the filter that I bought for the townhome, I put it here so that we can have drinking water downstairs. And then this cabinet is where I'm going to store all of our tools. So right now it really doesn't have much of anything in it because our tools are going to be stored in there. Let's see, yeah, and some cleaning supplies. Up here I have some of Mike's stuff, drinking related stuff. So those are all Derby glasses. Let me see if I can just turn on this light. Oops, there we go. Derby glasses from the different times, different derbies that Mike's been to, and some of them I've been to with him. The last 3 ones. These are some wine glasses that were a gift, and these are our little collection of shot glasses. Michael has the rest of these beer glasses in Chicago, so when he brings them we'll have the set complete, and he has other of these whiskey glasses as well there, but this is the only one that's here, that made it here. So that's in there, and then in here I have some snacks, because, and some treats for Maxie, but some snacks so that we have some things to eat down here when we watch TV. And then some other, flasks, and another wine opener, which I don't know where the charger for this is, so I need to find that. For ice. There you go. All bar related stuff is down here. Here there used to be a towel rack that we took out. I don't know if I'm going to put something there or not, but then the artwork that we have here, this I got at a antique store in Illinois a long time ago, and this I just got from, I think, Hobby Lobby. Yeah, they're having a huge sale at Hobby Lobby, and I got some decorative kinds of things there. And this is one of the pieces that I got. This is also from an estate sale ages ago. I got this in Chicago as well. I went to an art fair and they were having an estate sale around the street, and I got that, and I got some of the I got Mike one of those flasks that I showed you before, the one that has the silver golf thing on it. It's a stopper. So yeah, so here we have a bed for Maxie, which he never uses, the old ottoman that we had in Chicago that was facing the window, and just to throw a blanket. That's Maxie's blanket. So all of this is sort of Maxie's stuff. In this ottoman I have some old teddy bears, and I have some things for Max as well. And not much else. I've sort of cleared that out. That closet right there is the electrical room. So if I open that up, I have to move this ottoman to be able to open that door. It just has the electrical panel there. So we don't necessarily go in there too often. That is a piece that I got in an art fair in Chicago, and it's the bean or the cloud sculpture downtown in the Loop area in Chicago. Then we have Mike's old TV, Mike's old TV stand filled with our TV related stuff. Old VCRs and DVRs that we don't necessarily use, a Wii that I don't think I've ever used, and all my tarot reading things are in this section of the TV stand. This is the coffee table I had in New York, and I had this in Chicago in our living room, as well as the corner end table and that lamp. All of this was the Chicago furniture. So all of this Mike brought from Chicago, and this is our sectional from West Elm that I bought, I don't know, years ago. I want to say maybe in 2014 I got this sectional. And it was our couch in Chicago, and it has the difference of color that you see between the top cushion and the rest of the couch is because I bought blankets to put on top of the couch so that when the dogs were sitting on it, it wouldn't get stained. So those are removable, and I can just wash those if they get dirty and then put them back on, so that I don't have to, like treat the couch if those get stained. And this is a little end table that I had. It wasn't an end table. It actually was a table that I bought when I lived in New York, and I had in Chicago in like a corner of the dining room with that same bicycle little sculpture that I got online. I don't remember. I bought it online from maybe Wayfair, one of these stores, furniture stores online, and I typically had a vase on top with some flowers, and it was in a corner of the living room. But now Mike, because now that's his spot in Chicago, that was Mike's spot, so he had that end table next to him to put his drink and to put his phone and to put anything that he needed, things in that drawer was filled with his little knicks and knacks. Now that drawer is empty. There's nothing in there, and the bottom of it used to have some books, and now it has nothing there. If I find those books and those things, I think I might just put them back so that some decoration there. But right now it's just empty, as is this drawer too. This is a drawer that comes out, and there's a lot of storage space in there. Right now it's empty. I think there's a couple of packs of cards for games, and that's it. The rest of the space is available. One of the plants that came from Chicago, and this is a candy dish that I brought last night from upstairs. I had some gummy bears, and as you can see, I went through those. This is an old map that Mike had. I think his ex-wife got it for him, and now it lives here. And there it is. It's kind of cool. It's an old world map. Interesting because it has inaccuracies. So I mean, it's not, it's old, right? So it's an old depiction of the world. Look at America, how that is depicted. It's weird. It's just it's very weird. It's Africa and Europe, actually, and Asia over here, and this is supposed to be America, and it's just not not how it looks like today. So anyway, this is it. This is the den. This is where we hang out and watch TV. Well, Mike hangs out here when he's in Baltimore most of the time. This is his space. I left that because Megan, Mike's sister, gave him a Cubbies poster when the Cubbies won in 2016, and it's for that area. We're gonna hang it right there. So that's the only thing that I think is missing from here, that I know that exists, that we have, that I want to put there. Other things that we add are things that, you know, that would be new things, like for example that bicycle. But that's the only thing that's new. Everything else were things that we had that now live in this area, were things that we had in our old living room in our condo in Chicago that now live here. But yeah, this room is pretty much done, pretty much set. It might bring in some other plants or something like that, but to spice it up a little bit, to green it up a little bit. But that Cubbies poster that's going to go there, it's a little more colorful, so it's not going to look all so bland and beige. But I kind of like it. I kind of like that it's a calm space and not very colorful. You'll see that other places are like my study, like my office, are very much colorful, and this is more soothing and calming, and the color palette here is peaceful, I would say. So yeah, that's it. I hope you liked it. I'm gonna see if I can share with you other spaces that are done, but completely done, there aren't a lot of spaces yet. So, but this is the first room, so I hope you liked it, and I will see you again soon. Bye. I completely forgot to share about the curtain. So these curtain panels were here, and they were left. The house was staged when they were selling it, and this was part of the staging, and they just left it. So they left that curtain rod, and they left these curtains. So the curtain rod is not that bad in terms of the color, although I don't necessarily love this style. But the color isn't that bad. Although now that I'm looking at it up close, I think the color is a little bit gold and not silver. I want this to be silver, yeah, definitely. So I want the curtain rods to be this color, right? And I don't mind these curtain panels, but they're too small. So the only project that's missing here to really finish up this room is to add curtains, other curtains, maybe beef these up and just put more panels on each side of curtains so that it actually completely closes and not have those, you know, openings, and change this curtain rod for something else. I want maybe a heftier looking one, maybe even a one that has 2 rods, so I have like a willowy, more sort of translucent kind of piece in the back, and then a heavier in the front. I don't know, we'll see, because this is really not a light blocking kind of curtain. You can obviously see everything through it, so I don't know. I need to think about this more, but yeah, this is probably gonna go. We're gonna have a new rod, new curtains, have new sort of curtain treatments in this room. For now it works, but it's not ideal. Plus, look, you can see that they used, the rod is kind of gold, the holders for the rods are dark, and then the curtain is silver. So this situation right here needs to be evened out. It needs to all look the same. And the color I'm going for is that silver one. So yeah, this is this needs to be dealt with. Other than that, yep. Other than that, it is done. So there you go. Now we can say goodbye. So I hope you liked it, and I will see you again soon with a new video.